what are the common errors that you're not able to eradicate? You're not able to delete, you're not able to remove those errors. That is what I'm going to be talking about today. What are you doing right now? That is present. So you have to understand and be conscious of the time zones. If you start understanding the time zones, you will never face a problem in grammar. I'm telling you. Do you know that when you're writing, you are using the apostrophe sign wrong most of the time?
Welcome to Uninterrupted, where communication means no interruption.
Welcome to Uninterrupted, where communication means no interruption. My name is Hina, you know me, and we are meeting again. So today I will be talking about a very important topic, that is common grammatical errors or mistakes that you would like to cover, that you would like to understand and never make in future. So before I take you towards those mistakes, what do you have to do? You know that. You have to like, share, subscribe so that I can come back again with another video. Alright? Okay, so whenever we talk about grammatical errors, it's not that you don't know anything about grammar. You know it. We all have studied it in school, in college, wherever you want, right? Even you might have taken extra courses or classes to cover grammar, right? But the thing is, what are the common errors that you're not able to eradicate? You're not able to delete, you're not able to remove those errors. That is what I'm going to be talking about today, because there are certain most common grammatical errors that people make, and if you work on these errors, you won't face any problem with grammar. All right, let's dive deeper into it. So the first error that I would like to address with grammatical errors is did plus second form. That is the most common error that people make when they are speaking or communicating in English. Now don't worry, I'll explain you with example. If I say, I did go to the market. Someone asked me that, Hina, did you go to the market? I will say that I did went to the market. I did went to the market, or I did go to the market. Which one is correct? I did go to the market is correct, because did is already past. Did is the second form of do. It is already past, and it always takes first form because we don't need two past in one sentence, right? So you always add first form with it. But what is the error here? The error is people forget or they do not use first form with it. Like if someone will say, I did went to the market, or did you went to the market? That will be completely incorrect grammatically. How can you correct it? You can ask someone, if you're asking a question, did you go to the market? Because did and go plus first form, all right? Go is the first form here. Or if you're responding to someone, you can say, yes, I did go to the market. Did you want something? So did you want, did plus want is first form. I did go to the market, did plus first form. All right, how can you correct it? By being conscious. Now that you know that you always use first form of the verb with did, then you have to be conscious of your choice. Whenever you're using did in past, whenever you are discussing something in past, always be conscious that, am I making this error again? Oh, I have to correct it. That is how you're going to correct this error. All right. Now, do you want to know the second error? So, the second grammatical error, or the most common grammatical error I would like to talk about, is to not understanding the difference between tenses. That means we do not understand which form or which time zone are we talking about. For example, I ask you that, hey Rahul, what did you do yesterday? You will start saying that I do this work, I come home, I go out. What is this? This is all going on in present. I come, I go. Everything is happening in present. But what did I ask you? I asked you about yesterday. What is yesterday? Yesterday is past. It is a time that is deleted from your life now. It is gone, right? So whenever we are talking about the time that is deleted or gone from your life, that is past, you have to use the past form only, right? Now, I will not talk about what is past form right now, but in this case, you have to remove the time that it is not there. So first of all, the error that you're making here is by not being conscious which time zone are you talking about. Am I asking you about present? Am I asking you about past? Or am I asking you a question that you have to answer in future? Like, where will you go? Where will you go tomorrow? That is future. What are you doing right now? That is present. So you have to understand and be conscious of the time zones. If you start understanding the time zones, you will never face a problem in grammar. I'm telling you, because grammar is the game of time. Literally, it is the game of time. You have to understand which time zone are you talking about, what is the question, which time zone you have to respond that question with, and you will not face any problem because you will understand that, okay, I have to talk in past. You can be conscious and correct yourself in past. Okay, I have to talk in future. You can be again conscious and talk about that thing in future, So that is how you have to be conscious. So to stop making this error, you have to be conscious whenever you're talking in English. Just think for 2 seconds that is it present, future, past, and then voila, it'll be a click for you. All right. So I was discussing something with my student, and he said that I did go not to the market. Then another time he said that I used to not go somewhere. What is the error here? And here I will come to my third point, that is not understanding where to use not in a negative sentence. Yes, you have to use not. Okay, let me give you a simple hint, simplest of the ways to understand where to put the not. You have to use not at the third place in a sentence. Yes, you don't know anything about grammar. It's okay. You don't know what is the structure, sentence structure. It's all right. Forget about it. You just have to count 1, 2, 3, and there goes your not. Yes, I'll give you an example. Did you go to the market? I did not. Not is third place. Can you do this for me? I cannot. Not is third place. Rahul cannot sing. Not is third place, right? You can take as many examples you want to, and not will come at the third place. So if not is coming at the third place, that is the easiest way to find out in your negative sentences, and you will never go wrong with your negative sentences. All right. So instead of saying I did go not to the market, you would say I did not go to the market, because not is coming at the third place. Instead of saying I used to not do this, you would say I used not to do this, because not is coming at third place. See, I have taught you a whole grammatical concept within a few seconds. That is understanding the concept of not in grammar and the concept of negative sentences in grammar. All right. And if you do face any problem after today with these negative sentences, you can always comment down below. All right. And I'll clear your doubts. Okay. The next error is again very easy, because I'm going to clear it just in a few seconds for you. Okay. I want to talk about my past, that I used to ride a bicycle, when I was in school. Okay, this sentence is correct. But what if you say I used to rode a bicycle? Because you will say that, Hina, this is past. Rode is past. This is correct, right? Actually not. And that is why I am going to talk about my next error, or the biggest error in grammar. That is, you are using second form or third form after to. Yes, to. Because to in grammar, to in grammar always takes first form of the verb, just like did. So when I said I used to ride bicycle, ride is first form and I used it after to, I did not say I used to rode bicycle, right? That is how you have to understand that whenever there's a to, you have to use only first form of the verb, and your grammar, or I would say this error in grammar, will be gone. All right, so it is so simple. Grammar is so simple, right? I'm telling you all these big errors that you're making, and I'm clearing those errors for you within seconds. You can do that. You don't have to learn the rules in grammar. You have to understand the concepts. And even if you don't want to understand the concepts, it's totally fine. You don't have to do any hard work with grammar. Just understand how you're forming sentences. Be conscious. Understand those basic things that I'm telling you. And then start practicing. Because grammar is the game of practice. Alright? So whenever you're using to, you have to use first form of the verb immediately after to. Alright? Okay, so let's talk about the next error in grammar. Do you know what is it? Think about it for a second, because you know what errors are you making, right? Okay, so I'll tell you. The next error that we tend to make in grammar is actually in writing. Do you know that when you're writing, you are using the apostrophe sign wrong most of the time? Yes. Why is it a grammatical error? Because again, punctuation is also a part of grammar, right? It's a topic in grammar. The signs that you use. Okay, you know full stop, you know comma, you know exclamation mark and all. And if you don't know, I will clear it in future videos. But the most common error that I find most of the time in my students, notebooks or assignments is wrong use of apostrophe. Yes, apostrophe sign. You know what is apostrophe sign? You'll see that on screen. All right. Yes, that is apostrophe. So how are you using it wrong? The way you're using it actually wrong is that you're not using it at all. Yes, people don't use it when we need it. So how are you going to use it? Let me teach you. See, whenever you're going to put that apostrophe sign in Hindi means ka ke ki. That means possession. That means something belongs to someone, that is when you use this apostrophe sign. So if you're not able to use this apostrophe sign because you don't know the meaning, when do we use it? Like for example, this is Rahul's notebook. RAHUL apostrophe S, Rahul's notebook, not Rahul notebook. So Rahul's, as soon as you started putting Rahul's with an apostrophe sign, that means you're saying that this notebook belongs to Rahul, because apostrophe means possession and apostrophe will take S with it. That is the use that you have to understand, that you use apostrophe always with an S, right? So Rahul apostrophe S, that means Rahul ki notebook or Rahul ka pen. So whenever you're using these ka ke ki, that is just to explain you that okay, that's how apostrophe sign works with an S. All right. Now, for example, you want to say that this is Hina video. That would be wrong. That is the mistake. That is the biggest error that I see in notebooks all the time, or even in speaking. This is Hina notebook. No, this is Hina's notebook. That means the notebook that you're talking about belongs to Hina. So how are you going to use it? Hina apostrophe S, Hina ki notebook. So this is Hina's notebook. This is Rahul's pen. This is boys class. This is girls session. This is my friend's phone. FRIEND apostrophe S, my friend's phone, not my friend phone. That would be wrong. So how are you going to correct it? Again, you have to be conscious that you're making this error, all right? Because if you don't know that you're making this error or any error in grammar, you can't correct your error. So be conscious, understand the error, then correct it. So how are you going to correct it? If you are talking about possession, that means one thing belongs to someone else or belongs to you, and you have to form it in a sentence, and you have to use that kake key in this sentence. That means that belongs to the person, lady, gentleman, whosoever is it. Then you're going to use apostrophe sign with an S. Even in speaking, you say it out loud. In writing, you have to use the apostrophe sign with an S. In speaking, you will speak out it. That means not my friend notebook. You would say my friend's notebook. All right. So not Hina notebook. It is Hina's notebook. I know you will practice more. And if you want to clear your doubts, of course, write in the chat section. Connect with each other. Understand. Make errors. Because without making errors, you won't be able to understand grammar properly. So you have to make errors in grammar. All right. So you keep on making errors, and I will correct your errors in the next session, because I'll be meeting you in the next video again. And before that what you have to do to motivate me. You have to like, you have to share, you have to subscribe. All right. Okay. So I will meet you in the next video with some more amazing errors. Also, I will meet you in the next video with an amazing, easy conversation that you can follow whenever you're going out to eat something. So stay tuned for that video. All right. Coming right away. Take care. Bye-bye.